El Paso County Water Improvement District number 1. All right. Let's see here. Bucket of gas and public comment.
Yeah, your guys did a good job with the delt you had. You dealt them on the water. But now's the tough part when the 2 inches comes in, everybody's trying to finish out.
With the hand, yeah,
Yeah.
there's not enough, that's very small flow.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, let's hope everybody does want it. I think everybody does want it.
Yeah, and you don't have much on your agenda today, and I got a lot to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, all right, Robert. Adios.
Did you want your 2 inches, Michigan?
Do what?
Did you want your 2 inches, or you want to get?
No, I want my.
He wants his to
The way they worked it this year was the best I've seen it. That you would use it, you would get more, and I said, can I have more? Put the order in, you know, but you guys believe me.
Any last comments, he and
Have you
Ricky?
realized what's new? There's a couple of new
Mark it
things
on the
around
calendar. That's
there.
right.
Me and Ricky, I mean, we want to give us some credit.
Believe it or not, that's why I bought a unit 8, because I had heard about the return flow.
Have a good one.
Okay, have a good one. All right, anybody else? Nobody, there's no more guests in here, are there?
Did we just get a compliment
Yes.
on
We
Ricky?
got, yeah.
There's one
Yes,
guest
sir.
here.
But you didn't watch in Ricky's head?
He was like, well, I just didn't believe me.
There we go.
Kim Cervantes from Texas.
Oh, Dr. Cervantes, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing fine. You won't care to say anything?
Well, I'm really here to just learn. I'd like to learn more, everything that's going on. I met with Mr. Ceballos Monday, and we talked a little bit about, you know, the water and everything that's going on out here.
Sure.
And I was actually out in California and Washington visiting a couple other extension folks in ag, and I learned a little bit about the practices that they have out there in terms of how they go about water availability for the growers. And I just thought, I mean, I don't know if what they're doing out there, if that's something that we could possibly look into maybe implementing out here for our growers, but I'm just really here to learn, so.
Yeah. Well, it's all, and it's a little different, you know, some of that is good, some of it is not so good, what they're doing in California, which I'm sure you found out.
Yes.
Not everything makes a lot of sense to those of us here,
Mm-hmm.
but some is good.
Yes.
One thing I did like, last time I was out there was in the about 92. So it's been a long time ago, but they used to have these huge machines on tracks, and they would go up to their canals. They have canals like we were, and they call them ditches, because they were just, because the San Joaquin was really huffing and puffing in those days. And they throw this thing in there, and they'd have a 24-inch discharge and a 24-inch suction, and it'd just blow that thing out to what they call their fields. And their fields tended to be about a section, about 640 acres. And they'd blow and go with these big old machines on their water. They didn't have gates and such, at least on the portion that I got to look at. And that was back when they all had plenty of water, kind of like we did here. So I'm sure things have changed.
Yes, yeah, they're definitely going through a drought as well. I mean, I don't know that
Yeah.
it's as bad as what we're going through, but they've been trying to make efforts into trying to reserve or kind of have this sort of reservoir to try and kind of have this sort of like backup water for growers if they're ever short on the other sources of water where they get their water from. So I just thought that I mean, and I know that there's kind of talk or works into trying to have some sort of pond out here that would hold water for growers. So I was kind of.
But it's that, our deal on that will be more of a regulating the flow, so it stays steady, so we don't have the peaks and the valleys. Because it's not gonna basically really hold us that much water. But it will allow us hopefully to regulate the flow.
Okay.
Isn't that right, Mr. Blair?
Right, it's a fairly big reservoir for our area, but it doesn't hold, it holds about 2 days worth of water is all.
Yeah. But it'll help.
But we can regulate, because of mainly during the return flow, when we have a lot of fluctuation because of sewage discharge.
Yeah. Okay, well, good. Anything you learn out there you think can be applied, let us know.
Okay.
All right. We're always willing to learn. Let's go to item 3, minutes. I think, George, you were gonna ask.
No.
No, you carried it out.
Straightened it up? Okay.
All right, Mike made the motion to approve the minutes as in our folders here. Jared, second. I'm flipping through real quick to make sure I didn't circle anything there. And, because I don't see me doing anything, George isn't yelling or Larry's not. Motion was made and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, same sign. Hello, Claudia.
Morning.
Good morning. Okay, next item of business. Lisa's doesn't have anything. Mary, you're up.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Our first report is our investment for the month of July. And our certificate of deposit, we have $3,053,000 in our reserves, as well as our money market account at $11,127,538.
The reason is because we're still getting a real good interest rate on it.
Yes, we are. We're at 4.24% for the month of July. Looking at today's rate with the treasury bill for 1 month is 4.43, a 6 month is 4.09. So we're in
In the ballpark.
between.
Yeah, that's okay. You're doing good on that, Mary. Keep watching.
The following report is our balance sheet.
Okay.
The account 11600, the balance of 120,268. 84,675 consisted of the drain quarterly maintenance. And of course, we have several invoices that we've issued out to Sanelli, a construction company, and one of our farmers.
Okay. Okay.
There are no questions. Our following report is our net revenue. We are down to the remaining 3 months of our fiscal. Yes, in our income revenue, we are about 91%. The remaining funds we are expected to receive is the third-party implement contract as well as our drain maintenance.
So that third party that, we're still gonna get one more payment?
We will still receive one more payment.
Okay, and the same on the drain?
Yes, yes.
Okay. You still have quite a bit there on investment interest, so that you still feel fairly confident
Well, yes, we do.
on that one too? Okay.
We were receiving close to 40,000 on a monthly basis.
Okay.
On our expense side, we are 71% of our budget for the year. We do have our remaining payroll along with a few capital purchase items that we have not yet paid out and should be receiving.
Okay.
Which were items that have been approved.
Okay. I noticed on the expense side, I thought we took care of the dam maintenance. Do we still have another quarter or something coming in on our payment to the boundary commission or who do we pay that to up at the dam?
Yes, we have our payment in September. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So most of that's still out as wages and stuff.
Yes, along with we have 3 repair trucks yet to be received and paid in.
Okey doke. That looks pretty good. All right, next.
I've provided an updated $1,000 check report. It was just the first few items, they were misplaced in the wrong category, so there was a correction towards it. For line item 10, we do have a partial reimbursement for $3,900 out of the $13,426.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I didn't want you cutting off my body shop there.
And that is part of our insurance reimbursement.
Is number 4, is it a old truck? Is that why we didn't insure it? It's not covered? Repair paint on unit dump truck, number 4.
This
That's one of
is
our newer
That's
dump
not
trucks.
the updated.
That's one of our newer mini dump trucks.
But doesn't it insure it to get it replaced?
Yes, we do receive reimbursement
For
from
that?
our insurance,
Oh,
but
okay.
this is the payment to the body shop for
I
the
got you.
repairs.
So you can't get reimbursed?
Yes.
That's why it's under, yeah, so it's under reimbursement.
Oh, I see, it's under reimbursement. Okay. Sorry.
Get to my body shop. Watch yourself. Okay. Other pages?
On the 21, wireless, are they typically all the same, or is there any, we've been with Verizon for a long time? Assuming?
We've dealt with Verizon. At one point, we did try to go with T-Mobile,
T-Mobile.
but due to our area and the service,
No, Verizon had a lot better
Verizon
coverage.
has better coverage?
Yeah, out in the booty,
On the boot? Okay.
we do
Next.
still have some issues in some areas.
especially the last month,
Correct.
right?
Be next to, be
Yeah.
close to the
What's going on
border.
in the last
Year,
month? I,
terrible. Yeah, like the last year.
the year, well, at least the last month in my neck of the woods, and I told Shannon he needs to go talk to the people, because last time they were pointing all their dishes along the main arteries, I-10. And they
Yeah.
weren't, and they did a little turn, and that's why we started getting coverage down there, Torneo, but right now, I have terrible coverage.
It's horrible down here.
It's been bad, and that's why we had switched from T-Mobile to Verizon. Back then, we had a lot of trouble on the border,
Yeah,
and it seems like,
it's
I don't
just
know,
as
it's
bad.
reversed now.
Yeah, is T-Mobile better now?
Keep getting scrambled.
We don't know who's,
AT&T? No?
Okay,
I got the little cell phone booster on my truck and it helps tremendously.
does it?
Does it? Oh, okay.
It's kinda like a Wi-Fi thing, yeah. So, all right, well, we'll keep watching that. I'm having trouble with Verizon too. And it is probably the most
They're
expensive,
not cheap.
but it's been, yeah, but it's been the best in our valley.
In our valley, yeah, that's
But
nice.
the last, like you're hearing everybody, that all of a sudden things aren't doing too good.
Something to think about.
Yeah.
Jay, did you ever get the quotes for the big tanks?
Yes, I got them right here. But yeah, I'll hand them out here in a bit. I'm waiting on 2 other ones, but, yeah, so we'll bring that on the next month, on the budget review for the next fiscal, but I do have some here printed for you.
Okay, anything more on the $1,000 check report? Anybody? Take off, Mary.
Our next report is our credit card report for the month of July.
Okay.
Ricky, another big spender.
I was gonna say, Ricky's still talking to his predecessor. Yeah, that's good. Robert did something right. Okay, next item,
So legal
and
consultant.
who do we have on? Renee and Maria. Hello, Renee and Maria.
good morning.
Hi, everyone.
You see those legal fees, we are, believe it or not, getting closer and closer and closer. But it was a necessary thing that we had to do. where I believe. That's money, even though it's a
Money well
lot,
spent.
it's money well spent, yeah. Or else we would have been cut out of this thing a long time ago, I'm afraid.
I agree.
Okey-dokey.
Still trying to get us out of here.
They're still trying to get us out, I know.
Doesn't stop.
All right. All right, Mary, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mary.
Rose, how are you today?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Good, I'm doing well.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We have no tax adjustments.
Good.
Our next report is an update on El Paso Water and Lower Valley Water District assignments plus tax suits.
Okay.
And just so you all know, we'll be receiving some leases from both El Paso Water and Lower Valley Water District this month, if not the beginning of September. So we'll be receiving some leases.
That's good.
And the number for the tax suits, the reason it's high is because this is an update. We have a different format with the law firm.
Okay,
It's a report for April, May, and June.
okay. What I'm looking at here, that 265 tax suits, is that what you're looking at?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was gonna say that did sound high, but, okay. So the 249, it's all 16 of them. Okay,
Any questions? The next report is a comparison, the 2023 and 2024 tax assessment. 2023 at the same time, we were at 97.3996%. Right now, we're at 97.4166.
hey, hey,
Wow.
Awesome.
by the skin of your teeth, but it's,
And it's all due to teamwork.
that's right.
And talk about every employee in the district, 117 of them.
17, that's right.
Yes.
Thank you, Rose, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Doing good, doing good. You and Sonia, doing great.
Thanks, Rose. Thanks, Sonia.
Senora J, no, great, not today. Next, you know, and I still haven't figured this out. Al, I go straight to you next, don't I?
Sure.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and share a screen, okay, Jay?
Okay.
A second here, I can go back to the sharing screen. You guys see that hydrograph?
yeah.
Yes.
See if I can make it.
Ouch. In a house?
That is the intake structure for the low-level outlet at the dam. I'm not sure what, is it showing full screen now, Jay?
No, it's got the slide on the right.
There you go.
Kinda. Started there at the bottom, start the presentation.
No, I'm sorry, is it showing full screen or not?
Not yet, yeah, press that. It's
Well, I
got the-
get it. It has to do with the, let me off the reshare, it has to do with the problem with Zoom.
What? Did you start the present? Yeah, it's just a PowerPoint, yeah. It just has the
Yeah,
slides,
sure.
but that's full screen. I mean, it's got the slides on the left side vertically.
Oh, that's weird. Sorry, let me try starting it again then. Every time they update Zoom, so share, let's try this. That full screen.
There you go.
There you go.
So that, you guys know we're having, had this low level outlet problem, so we're starting today, the flow is gonna drop off significantly out of the dam, and over the next 5 days, we're gonna drain it out. It'll take a little bit of time, and they've got a crane that's gonna mobilize to go clean that out. That's a picture that I showed you at the last board meeting. Here's the hydrograph of the water, excuse me, that's coming out of the dam. Right here, just starting this morning, which is right on schedule for what we predicted, a few hours earlier than we predicted, but pretty darn close. It's, we're seeing the water's gonna start to fall off. It's hitting a sandbar in the reservoir that's holding the water back. So we're gonna see over the next couple of days that flow go from 493 down to about 100 CFS. As the lake drains out, it always produces about, for several weeks, it'll produce about 100 CFS. They'll be able to do the cleaning with that flow in it. In fact, they'll use it to help with the cleaning. This is what we get down at the American Canal heading right now. Enrique knows last night we had, I guess we had some rain in the upper valley, right, Enrique?
Yes, we did.
And that's what he has to deal with. That time of concentration, that's a term engineers use for how long it takes to go between when the rain starts and it ends up in our canal, is less than 30 minutes. And that's coming off of that Sunland Park area up there, Executive Boulevard and all that. So that water moves fast and it moves right into our system. So we had to dump it at Sunland Basin. But this right here, if you go back to the 10th, that's when Mexico shut off. So we were able to use their water and put it, and we'll have, so this looks like it's a little around 350, 325 is what it's showing right now. That'll start to decay, but it should last for at least 3 days. So we should have at least 3 days of flow at that rate. So that's pretty good for return flow right now. This picture was yesterday at 10 a.m. So this is at with a level of the reservoir. This structure on top was a add-on to that low-level intake, but you can see the debris field that we're going to be cleaning is, they're going to replace this whole top structure. It wasn't designed right to begin with, and so they've got some pretty sharp engineers up at the dam right now that are doing this stuff. They realize that, hey, this was a poor design, and they're going to get one that has bigger grains that can pass more of this trash down the system. That structure, as we showed you last time, right over here where this little curve is, this is the dam, and that's the low level inlet. Right here's a blow up of that. Here, these are the floodgates. And right down here at the bottom that I'm pointing to is the outlet. That's where our water comes out. Goes in here from the lake up here and comes out down there. That's what it looks like, you know, if it's clean. Well, this one hadn't been cleaned yet, but that's it. There's actually more trash there than we expected once they got it down. What you saw in the previous picture was just this little house that's on top. That's what they're going to replace with a better design. And these are the original grades down below. So they're going to clean this whole area. It's trashed out. These structures, these arms here, which they actually trap trash, they're just structural support for the bigger one. I think they're going to change that where they can won't need those out there because all they do is collect trash around them. And that's the trash that sank to the bottom that we're having to clean out. That's that. You can see the top of that structure right there. I'm doing it. And that's the type of crane. I don't know if it's going to be the same crane, but that's a clamshell, and they're going to use probably a bigger clamshell. But there's trade-offs. You actually need two size clamshells. You need a big one to start, and then you need to get a small one where you can get close to the structure towards the end. Doing it. The sandbar is right about here. We can see the water color change. That's from 2016, and that's what we hit today on doing it. So having said that, everything's on track to get this problem fixed. There's no way to avoid this problem. So, you know, they're going to try to make some improvements so it can handle more trash or at least pass more trash. But this came from an arroyo flow out of Percha Creek out of the Black Range. And because there's so much dead wood up there, it seems like whenever we get a good flow down that arroyo down Percha Creek, it always carries a lot of trash. Any questions on that? So we avoided a catastrophe, and everybody's, Enrique, is everything going good for you on this?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, that's that part. You know, we really don't have much water left in the reservoir, and so I don't or what, we won't even start giving you forecasts until, you know, sometime, we'll see if when we first get the first snow, we'll start the snow reports. But it is, it's at all, you know, I'd say it's equivalent to as low as it was after we came out of 2012 into 2013, so
Yeah.
I have no way to predict what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I talked to Mike McNamee, had flown up on his helicopter just to take a look at it. He said he doesn't remember ever seeing Elephant Butte that low. I said, well, you probably have, but it's been a long time.
2012, I think, or winter 2012 was pretty low, so, yeah, we'll just hopefully, hey, I guess we'll look at the optimistic, we've got, I think 1 year, 1942, we filled it up. We just needed 1942.
There you go. So there's hope.
Crazier things have happened.
Right.
Yep. All right.
All right, so we hit our target date of the 13th. Everything, I think, came right, except for this little problem with the trash was right on board.
Yeah.
And we were losing, you know, about 200 CFS towards the end was where our loss was to get the water down here. That was what we predicted. That was the reserve we had was at 200, so we hit that number right on. It was a little higher to begin with, but and we haven't finished up the allocation accounting and all that, but that's, you know, that's a residual calculation anyway, so it's just whatever it is, it's gonna be, I don't see any water for either district being carried over. There's very little water that we can release from the reservoir right now, so. All right, we'll hopefully have some good news next month. We'll see if it rains any.
Yeah, we're hoping.
Is there any inflow right now, Al?
No, not very much at all. A little bit, but not much. No, we need that hurricane stagnation over the upper basin, so.
We need a little rain above the dam, Albuquerque. Maria, rain dance, Albuquerque.
Rain dance.
So we need those tropical hurricanes.
Yeah, it's been pretty spotty.
Yep.
Yeah, right now, the one hurricane they're tracking is going north, so we need one that comes down there in the Yucatan and comes up through
Comes
Mexico.
right up to us, yes, sir.
Yeah,
Right.
Aaron is going up the east coast.
All right,
All right.
Enrique,
Thanks, Al.
thank you, Al.
Sure.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Morning.
Well, like Dr. Blair mentioned that we got some rain last night, but it just came and went by.
Wait away, yeah.
Yeah. And it was quite a bit of water, but we weren't ready for it. But we're still on track with that return flow starting here on Saturday. We'll go to non-allotment on Saturday, starting midnight, and then we will go into the 2 inches. So just a little bit of history now for acres. In 2022, we did up from February 1st to date, we did 98,200 acres. And this year, we're at 102,121 acres. So we're just a little bit over, we're just a little bit about 6% more than 2022.
And why did you pick 22 instead of 24?
22 was a similar year for 18
so it's
inches.
similar to that, okay.
Yeah, we have about the same amount of water, same allocation.
And right now, just to give you some numbers, currently we have 904 acres of cotton pending from now till the end of September. So it's going to be a little bit tricky because we got the cotton and the pecans wanting water this month. So as soon as we irrigate all the cotton, and then we'll concentrate just on pecans and alfalfa and all that with the 2 inches. Right now,
Yeah, keep your flak jacket.
yeah. Yeah. But other than that, if you have any questions? we'll go
No,
full speed.
you've done very well, Enrique. I appreciate it. You've picked up a lot. You're doing great. Doing great.
Appreciate it. Like, I wish I could take all the credit, but it takes a team.
Oh, it takes a team, I know, but you're leading a good team, and it was a hard year.
Yes, it was.
We need a lot of water, so.
Yes, thank you, Enrique. Appreciate your help, and, yeah, it was a great year, first year, and, it was a short one, but, it seemed very long, and, with Pete and, you know, in operations and maintenance, the catastrophes were avoided, in our canal system, you know, due to the maintenance that, has been given over time, and the attention on our operations, you know, we had small breaks here and there, but nothing that, came out at 10 o'clock news, so that's always great. But, yeah, thank you, gentlemen, great job.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Rick.
At that, the number of irrigated acres, the 102, 221, and typically the amount of time we had was, I don't know, you guys tell me, but probably was, allowed everybody to have 3 irrigations. So that would come out to be 34,000 acres that were irrigated, and we would, in our allocation, we'd use 35. So that's pretty good, I think.
Pretty good.
Those numbers match really well, Enrique.
Yeah.
I don't know, how many irrigations did you guys get? I know you move it around, some places more, others less.
Some got a
What
little
would
more.
anybody know their average number of irrigations?
I'd say about 4, don't you think?
I'd say, well, I was gonna say 3.
I got 3. With the-
Yeah, I was gonna
with
say
River
3. I
Rock.
think we got 3.
3.
Yeah, that's what I use, I divide by 3, so it matched up pretty well. All right, thanks.
All right.
Rick is lucky to get all that knowledge from your office buddy, right?
Yeah. All right, Pete. With that introduction,
Good morning.
good morning.
Morning, Pedro.
My big country's got about 6, 7 irrigations. I mean, of course, with a water hose, but.
Plenty of water.
We're gonna go see if you got a pump over there.
Okay, so, we're gearing up to start the dirt work on the Montoya. We're actually gearing up to go into maintenance. You know, it's unfortunate that we had such a short water season, but, on the right side of that, it gives me a little bit more time to do some of the work that I gotta do. And get ready for next year. Now, we are getting ready on the Montoya 8 to complete the shotcrete to complete the grant that we got from the USBR. I believe it's gotta be completed by June of 2026, correct?
Correct.
So, it will be done by then. We'll continue with our mowing for approximately about another month and a half on our delivery system. Both the mowers and the herbicide for at least another month and a half. Once we start seeing that, we get control of these weeds, then we can start pulling these mower operator guys out. One of the good things about it is that, with water season coming to the end, you know, Enrique has given me some of his ditch riders to help out with some of the maintenance projects that we've got. You know, we've got one ditch rider actually that goes into the shop that's got some mechanics experience, so that's a big help to us. Plus, we got a couple of welders that will be going into the welding shop to do some of these check gates that have been failing. For example, check 18, we got a whole bunch of them. To include the rails where these checks run, because these rails haven't been replaced in years. So half of the rail on the bottom are gone. So we do have almost all the island main that we gotta do. So that's a plus.
All the what, island?
Just about all the island main that has to be redone.
You got quite a bit on the tornado.
Yes, yes, we do. So, you know, those 3 guys, that's gonna be their task, is just get started with that and do as much as we can.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
You mentioned timesheet, or not timesheets, but transferring of manpower from one division to another division.
Yes.
Is there what are we gonna do, an electronic timesheet tracking? Did that program ever get implemented into our processes?
No, we're still in the process of doing so, but we had to put it on hold this year. But we are in the process of.
Is there a timeline of when we wanna have it in place?
Well, it's all due to budget too.
Right, but is that something that's gonna be put in the
Yeah,
budget?
I mean, we
for
are,
this
like
coming
Mary
year,
stated,
or-
we are in the process. We have been meeting with the company.
Okay.
It's just,
No, the reason I ask is this has been a topic of conversation now for a while, and I just wanna make sure It's either we're gonna put it in the front burner and do it, or just take it off and just go back
No,
to it.
we are gonna do it.
It's on the agenda, yeah, it'll be brought to you next month on the
Okay.
preliminary, yeah.
And then the next
Lisa's
question is
been working on
timesheets. Are you tracking that? Are you transferring timesheets or, in other words,
It's
the
all
hours for the, manpower?
Yes,
It's all
any projects that are being worked on is
So that's
tracked
properly
in
allocated
Sage.
for it. I'm looking at from grants versus.
Yeah, no, everything's properly documented.
Yeah, all the grants go into Sage, I believe.
Yes.
They go into Sage under that job code. So that is tracked very closely, not only the employees, but the equipment and the material that goes
Okay.
into the project.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so a couple of pictures. We're back on our drains here. These canals and drains this rain has really taken a toll on us, but now it's the time to just, I guess, take catch it.
Can y'all see that on Zoom? Yeah, Renee?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Okay, so these first couple of pictures are part of the drains within the city of El Paso. The Montoya drain over by River Bend. These are all up there on the west side. We are going through it pretty quick, but we do have a lot of ground to cover. Then a couple of washouts with the rains that we've been getting quite a bit of washouts in our drain banks. This is down here in the valley. This is right there behind the White High School, the Mesa drain. That's Americas or Route 375 there that you see in the background. And then we go into our drains outside of the city limits. These drains here, this is the Mesa Spur.
Anderson or something like that.
Anderson, yes. Actually, it's all right on Worsham. That whole area there. So we had some rain and some flooding there that occurred already twice this year in the past, I'm gonna say last month. And right after these pictures, you'll see the damage that it causes. So we went in there and cleaned it out, and we went ahead and did the whole drain, being that the water was just being held back in different areas because of the amount of rain that was coming into this drain.
Well, don't all those arroyos from the desert kind of tie into there too?
Yeah, and right now you'll see our problem here. I got a call from City of Socorro, and I'd like to thank them because I'll tell you what, they went out there and they helped us out a lot on getting all this removed. This is right there at Worsham. This is all from the sand that comes up from the sand hills that you're talking about. And it all goes straight into this Mesa Spur. So the Mesa Spur was covered all the way to the top.
Wow.
And you can see right here, those are actually City of Socorro's backhoes that were helping us out. So they actually, here, we've already got at least some water running through there. But you see where that guy's standing back there? That's actually the drain should be running through there. So it covered it completely to the top. About a good, I'm gonna say about a good 30 yards. And it's already happened twice within a month.
Where is
This-
that water coming from up the upper valley?
Yeah, north of I-10.
It is coming.
No, that's actually from the Arroyos, north of I-10.
Oh, wow.
And it's coming down and runs in through the Sparks area, and then comes down and ends up in this drain.
So it's not part of the storm drain
No.
drainage system that the city.
This actually, most of this water is coming up from, what is it, county? County?
Yes,
Up in the
it's
top.
in between Clinton Horizon on north of I-10. There's the arroyos that are natural.
Holy cow.
They feed directly through some houses, unfortunately upstream from here, and then they end up in our drain. Well, once the drain gets filled up with the silt and the sand, it just sheet flows over the drain and affects all the houses downstream as well.
Wow.
It needs
Pretty
some
bad.
improvement on the.
This is an area where the city of Socorro actually went in there and purchased all the homes that are adjacent to that arroyo.
Yeah.
Because when these arroyos come down, I've seen those houses covered all the way to where you can literally walk from the sand up to the roof.
Wow.
So most of those houses were purchased, but there is about 2 homeowners there that refuse to sell.
The last one was what, like, was it 2009?
Is this due to the construction up
No, this has been a problem that's been occurring for the past 10, 15 years.
So they
That's what
built it
we-
in Arroyo, basically,
There's no, and that's
Yeah,
what-
Right outside, right on the banks of the
Banks of
Arroyo.
Arroyo,
Yes.
so.
But that Arroyo being that the I-10 is so much higher than where it's coming down, it's coming down with, very fast. Yes.
So the board,
You
I
realize how much
prepared
power comes through.
Jay and I worked on a study about, what, 7 or 8 years ago, right, Jay? When we first had this problem?
At least.
Yeah. And we had a detailed study and we applied for money. It's way beyond what we could talk about today. We can pull that report back up. It has to do, a lot of this transition has to do with urbanization over the last 20 years. And the disturbance. Everybody knows the desert's very fragile, so once it gets disturbed, then this type of movement of sediment becomes very prominent. And this county's very aware of it, the city's aware of it, and of course, we're aware of it, and there's not a whole lot of funding available to address this type of issue, so we sort of, Pete does the best he can, right, Pete? We just sort of live with it, right?
Right. Yeah, you know, we've been fortunate that it hasn't happened, I'm gonna say probably in the last 5 years, until this year. And this year, it has happened twice already.
But it didn't
It'll
help.
start happening.
I'm sorry?
It'll probably happen every other year. It's gonna get
Right.
worse before it gets better.
But the impact has been reduced significantly by
Right.
the county purchasing those houses that were in the middle of the floodplain, is I guess essentially, but, so not a lot of residents were affected this time around, right?
Right.
So that was good.
Right.
Well, that looks bad, but it's nowhere near like those years you're talking about. I remember
Right.
those, that was unreal.
So, quite a bit of sand came out of that, that's still the same, that's a drain further downstream. So we did clean out the whole drain all the way to almost past, almost close to Young Jump, where it dumps into the Mesa drain itself. That's what it looks like. They're getting all the sand out of there because these banks are used by all these residents that are landlocked that are adjacent to a drain bank. Okay, then we're still continuing to dig out some of our canals. This is the city queue there by Yarborough. It's a fairly small canal. Luckily, we were able to just level the dirt instead of having to haul it off. And then this area here is right here by Escotillas pre-K. And they're redoing the whole fence area to the school. So we took advantage of that and started removing all the spoil away from their fence and putting it back on our bank to, right now that their fence was out. As you can see, what
Wow.
that dirt used to be all the way to their fence. This is the bilateral. This is one of the canals that we dug out last year. So now this spoil here, I can't level it because it's just the banks are too high, and the residents start complaining because they can see straight into their backyards. So all this has to be hauled off. So we've been working on this to haul all this dirt out.
Where do you take it?
We take it to areas close by that are needed to raise our banks. So we're moving it from here to areas that we need it. Yes. This is right there, almost by Riverside High School. And then some low spots that we've been also addressing on different canals.
Is that on the west side or east side?
No, this is down here in the valley. This is on the Franklin right upstream from the Arbor. And then, of course, problems with trees never end. So we did have a whole bunch of trees here. This is on the east now, right upstream from Ohueco Tanks. And people start complaining, so we go out there and start removing any trees that are now right away. We don't trim trees, gentlemen, we remove trees, because we don't want to go back. And then this is a work that was done here in the yard for trying to expand our area where we keep all our steel. So we installed 2 extra racks for some of our flat plate that is used for the gates and for our rebar. to include other things.
Hey, that looks real nice.
And then, of course, we also do some community ditch cleaning. Unfortunately, this is the Hornell. We inherited this when we sold the tail end of the Hornell to the
Yeah,
cemetery, to Mount Carmel.
cemetery, Yeah.
So this is used as a wasteway, so therefore we have to maintain it.
Oh,
Oh, hell, but I'm doing negotiating, man. We negotiated a lot.
Well, I mean, I think it was a good,
So a good deal.
good trade-off, yes, sir.
We traded one problem for another problem. Is the
Right. Yeah,
A
but
slightly
then,
smaller
You're being
problem.
too honest.
yeah, this is
You're
a
being
lot
too honest.
smaller, a lot smaller problem, yes.
Okay.
And then some of the work that we do in our welding shop, you know, you really don't see out there. This is one of the arms to one of our boom mowers.
gee,
And just with the weight of that table and the vibration of being up there on the road and stuff, you know, this is a very common problem for us. We used to go out there and get those repaired. You know, now our welder, you know, I can't speak kind of for him because he's extremely good. And you can see the work that he does, that's already completed. He's
wow, that's very
good
good.
repair.
So you saved a bunch of money?
Yes, yes.
Doing ourselves.
And then some of the gates that are being built, some of these gates were built actually from the entrance. You know, Lisa's got an agreement with Western Tech. Whenever they got interns that need to do their hours, will come down here and we put them to build gates for us. Some interns are real good. Some interns.
That's interesting.
You know, you just really don't get a square out of that. But for the most part, they're pretty good. And then there's one of the check gates that we replaced. You can see the hole right there on the left-hand side. And then with the new one going in. These right here on the tornillo, I believe this was check gate 18, I believe, or 17. And you can see the gate on the left side. All these gates were actually replaced because they were all in pretty bad shape. Check 19. Then, of course, we continue working on turnouts. This is the Haven Y-147. Completely rebuilt. This is here on the T-131.
Very nice.
We actually installed some stairs on there too because we didn't have a way to get in there.
All these gates and so forth, I mean, besides the ones we do, where's the vendor? They're like a specialty vendor, that's all they do?
Fresno valves, you know, we've tried to go through Fresno valves. It used to be a company called Armco. At one time, there was quite a bit to choose from. Now we're very limited.
Very limited, right?
Here in Lubbock.
Lubbock, right?
Then this is a flume that went over the message rain on the East Lake extension. So that one there, we knocked it out in 3 days. That's pretty good.
That's nice.
And that's all I got, gentlemen.
All right.
Any questions for me?
No, that looks pretty darn good.
And if you guys come across anything that, any turnouts or anything that need to be repaired or leaking, right now's the time.
I already gave you a list here.
You're good. Thank you.
Great job, Pedro. Thank you.
He knows a few additions yesterday. All right.
Yes.
Well, let's see here. Not that my fingers aren't working. Subdivision flats, and you have none. Sharon, what's that about? Number 13, application for license and memorandum of understanding.
Application 3654 by Lower Valley Water District. It's for a 25-year license to install a 3/4-inch potable water line inside a 2-inch steel casing adjacent to the Claudia lateral. Licensing has reviewed this application and recommends it for approval.
Okay, any questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
Move to approve.
Mike made the motion, Larry seconded. All in favor of that application, signify by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed, same sign. Okay, and it looks like we're going all the way down to letters of approval or amendments.
Yes, so the next one is, it's under existing license 1300, application 3518 by the city of El Paso for an approval letter to construct a freespan bridge crossing the Franklin Canal at Concepcion Street. Licensing has reviewed this application and recommends it for approval.
All right, where's Concepcion Street? Pretty close downtown.
It's downstream from Washington, from the zoo, about that.
Washington Park here.
They're, it's like a 50-year-old bridge, so they're reconstructing it, and a bunch of utilities were strapped to the side of the bridge, so all that'll be reconstructed subsurface. And they're putting sidewalks, ADA, and all that good stuff, so this is gonna be one of many. So it helps that we finished thoroughly with the water, not for us, but for construction, obviously, it gives these contractors a little more time, so. That particular area, being Paisano, it's pretty dense and utilities and whatnot, and there's a high-pressure gas line, so this will help significantly. But there's gonna be a few of these coming by, they're gonna redo some of those from.
So they take them off the strapping on the side and all these utilities, what, gas, what else?
Straddle.
Gas and sewer and water, so, well, the sewer's not strapped, the water lines wasn't.
And so they're all gonna go subsurface underneath our canal.
And it'll be good, so these will be open cut, they're gonna do the structure and open cut everything and then, install it and then come back, finish the canal and, concrete line the canal upstream and downstream and then, put the new structure, so it'll be a great project for the area and, safety improvement as well.
Is it the first one like this on Franklin?
Yes, in that general area, those, it's by the zoo, so it's pretty old, so they've got plans put in place to do a few, here in the next few years, so.
How many feet are they gonna submit from the sides or?
200 feet, 100 upstream, 100
It's
downstream.
not bad.
Oh, that's good.
So whenever that somebody does
Try to get 1,000, 800.
whenever they do a freestanding bridge or crossing over, is there a fee of sorts like the way you do utilities? Like,
Yes.
an ongoing charge per year, or
So
couple of
this-
years or something?
The city, we renewed their license for all the city streets within the city limits in 2012. And at the time where the city limits were, and they paid the fees, like almost $2 million at the time. So these, they already been paid for. If new streets come up, by developers, obviously, those get added to this license, and then the developer pays the fees on the prorated
I gotcha.
years remaining in the life of the contract, or the license, I'm sorry.
And do we have any handling of the utilities when they do something like
Oh,
that?
yeah, they all submit, yes, they all submit the engineering
They all have to
drawings,
come in.
and we monitor the construction, David and Sharon's section. And, yes, so the gas, they've all submitted, and they've all been coordinated with, so they're gonna start here in September.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, all right, do I hear a motion to approve license
approve.
1300?
Second.
It's recommended by the administration.
Mike made the motion, Larry second, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Anyone opposed, same sign. All right, holy moly, we're just speeding through this stuff here today. I don't see another thing until we get down to 19. Grant agreements involving district real property.
So that's just an update on the grants, where we're stand on grants today. We've got 7 active grants, 5 with the United States Bureau of Reclamation and 2 with Texas Water Development Board. And you heard Pete speak earlier, since we're finished with the water, he's going to transition next week to the Montoya lateral. That'll be great. That particular area is right next to many homes on the Montoya Branch A, so we're gonna shotcrete that guy with the assistance from the Bureau. Dr. Fernandez is here with the Bureau of Reclamation. He's helping us significantly with the grants. And so we're gonna finish that up. We've got till June of next year. And then we've got two large ones in the Riverside Canal, 2 miles of concrete lining that were awarded a few years back. We have applied for an extension on one that they're currently reviewing. And then for phase 4, and that's a 2 mile on the Riverside Canal, and then phase 6 is a mile on the Riverside Canal. And we've got the settling basin there, which is on the Riverside Canal that the Bureau is also funding. And then we've got the zoo, which takes a lot of development board, and so they're all up to par, and reports and everything is good. I just wanted to present an update for you all if you have any questions. But we're gonna obviously transition to maintenance, as Pete mentioned, and then get these grants that have been, they've been very helpful, obviously, to our system.
Where at on the Riverside?
Las Pampas, where it ends today, it's concrete lined all the to Las Pampas right now, so phase 4 will start right there, 2 miles, and then phase 6 will start thereafter. It'll get us almost to,
Hole
on the wall.
Well, we're gonna enjoy that. And I noticed that we're spending quite a bit of money, but guess what? We get a lot of money.
So, yes, that was the, and budget, obviously budgetary concerns and whatnot, so we will address those with you all in the executive committee, but we're not gonna get to the Riverside ones till next year, November.
Okay.
Obviously to.
Well, you're not gonna continue?
No, well, we're doing the Montoya, we're doing the
Yeah,
Montoya,
you're doing
so
the Montoya,
we're
right.
doing these on the timelines that have been granted by the Bureau and our budget, water season, and maintenance, so we're trying to schedule it all to where we can have one after the other annually.
Okay.
And obviously our internal work on the island main that we're finishing up, so or Pete's juggling, so.
Considering where we started, where we're at, it seems like we've managed this pretty well from the managing expectations with the various bureaus that generate the grants. I'm assuming that's where we're doing okay with that. We're in good standing, we were able to move the goalpost a little bit to satisfy our credit with any future grants, I'm assuming, or is there anything that we are in danger of?
Yes.
Or is that something that we need to talk about?
Your response to that, we're all caught up, compliant, and reporting and construction wise, so we're up to mark.
On everybody's sake.
Oh, absolutely, it's been a great collaborative effort from everybody on our team, so it's good to not get the nice reminders from the Bureau that we haven't submitted stuff.
No, we're doing
So
our
we're
part,
not
we're doing our part, considering
We're
all
good.
the
Yeah,
oddities we've
and-
done during COVID, and that were out of our control.
Yes,
To some
yes,
extent.
no, absolutely.
And we thank the bureaus and various agencies that cooperated or helped us, or saw the big picture of the
Yes.
situation.
And Dr. Blair, obviously, with, the submittals of designs and has helped significantly. Everybody on board, so it's been good, and these grants will be great. We just, we trying to get caught up, which we are now, and
No.
it'll be smooth running.
And then the products in the proofs in the pudding, I mean, the product's there, we're getting a return, and job well done.
Thanks, we appreciate it. It's been great with all the guys, thank you. So, yeah, it'll be good, we're gonna set some folks on, on the Montoya, they've got, we're just working next to their houses and whatnot, but, some have gardens and, we're gonna disturb their nice scenery, but, yeah, it'll be good to get all these, and obviously Enrique will sleep better at night once they're concrete, as we all will, so it's great, but, yeah.
Lock your phone, George.
Have y'all been making any more friends over there on the west side between the drains?
Not lately.
Haven't been invited to any more barbecues?
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, let's see, that pretty much does it for the open meeting, and the next item of business, closed meeting, we'll give about a 5-10 minute break. Sounds good. Okay, and then we'll come back here and we'll be in closed session. Okay, we're going out of open session at 9:50.